A New York Times piece on a 100-year-old survivor of the Tulsa Massacre. And my question was this: what's the Tulsa Massacre? How is it that it wasn't until 2 years ago that I heard about the Tulsa Massacre? How is that possible? How is it that this was not taught to me? It made me mad that somebody had somehow made an editorial process of what was appropriate for us to learn about our own American history. It's not right. It's not right, and it's doing a disservice to all of America.
So these were the emotions that were going through my mind while I was reading Vikram Sampath's Waiting for Shiva, Unearthing the Truth of Kashi's Gyanvyapi. Kashi Sajave Nityavadave. This was a common sentence which was thrown around randomly by my ajji or my grandmother, and this was very much insignificant for me as an 8-year-old child. But after reading this book, I got this phase through and how. Let's just say that life has come full circle now. Also, on our way to Gwalior on an family incursion via Agra Expressway, I casually put my opinions to my husband about how I find North Indian temples to be unappealing. As a Maharashtrian myself, how I am always used to these large ancient stone temples which were an abode of calmness during those harsh summer afternoons. But after reading this book, once again, I will use my words cautiously in the future, because now I know exactly the reason why I find the temples in North India so unappealing. All thanks to the cruel, barbaric and despotic ruler Aurangzeb, who not only destroyed the ancient sacred monuments and temples of Hindus but also built mosques over the ruins just to spite and insult the Hindus nationwide. This book was kind of an eye-opener for me in not only aspects related to spirituality, information or history, but much more. It gives a detailed chronological real story of what went down in Kashi Vishwanath right from the time the Puran were written till today. And this book evokes so many emotions on the way that one cannot help but fall in love further with Shiv and his powers, and just thinking about what he is capable of. And bow to the Nandi who has stood there patiently waiting for so many centuries. This book uncovers the truth behind the destruction of thousands of temples by Mughals over the centuries, and how Sanatan Dharma never gives up and is still fighting for justice. This book also rightfully points out to the Western historians and philosophers and thinkers and the Indians who are influenced by the Western way of thinking about how Sanskrit language and the Hindu way of philosophy is not to be taken at face value but is to be learned and understood metaphorically. For example, the word linga in Sanskrit has so many meanings, but the Western media has stuck to only one meaning, and that is of a male phallus. Now, this is literally mistranslating the ancient scripts and shlokas in so many ways. The first half makes the reader know about the cultural and historical importance of Kashi Vishwanath, the legal battles fought between Hindus and Muslims over the centuries to take control of Gyanvyapi. And this sequence is effective because it helps you to understand the legal aspect of this book in the second half more clearly. There are these detailed descriptive accounts of many Westerners, including Prinsep, who had come to India in the 15th and 16th century, and their descriptions about the regular life which went by in Kashi just gave me goosebumps. This is the reason why I love history. And of course, Vikram Sampath, as a historian and a storyteller both, has aced it in this book. When I finished reading this book, I vividly remember that I closed my damn eyes and all my faith in Shiv and his immortal power just flooded inside of me. I was once again a proud Hindu, a proud Bharatiya. I felt that optimistic spark that my Swatantra Devi will not bleed the tears of misery and slavery again. I once again thank Dr. Vikram Sampath for decolonizing my mind through his writings, waking up that sleeping patriot in me. What a lovely time for this book to come out, as the entire nation waited to see a glimpse of Ram Lalla in Ayodhya. and to keep oneself updated regarding the ongoing legal battles of the Ganwapi Mosque, one should definitely read this book as it is relevant in today's times. I hope you like this video and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.